This is a presentation of the Arizona Cardinals Broadcast Network.
Hey, let's get this going right here. Here we go. Let's work today. Got him. Let's go. All day. Wait to see fight. Let's get it going right here. That's how football goes. Let's go win it. Let's go win it. Let's go.
This is Cardinals Game Plan with Head Coach Kliff Kingsbury, presented by Dignity Health.
We like playing with bright lights. All right, let's play ourselves into a lot more of these games. All right, that night game, I can tell we like this moment. Let's play ourselves into more of these games. All right, got some game balls. Quite a few of them. First and foremost, I think he's now like 10-0 in this stadium. Number one, Kyler Murray. All right. Another cat used to ball out in this stadium for Texas A&M. He had 2 touchdowns tonight. Christian Kirk. All right, this cat had a tough family situation, went home, handled it, came back, played his ass off. Jordan. And then the first INT of his.
All right, great scene right there. 4 is the number of game balls that were handed out if you're scoring at home, right? And 4 matches the number of takeaways, Ron Wolfley, by the Cardinals defense, which matches the number of scores by the Cardinals offense after those takeaways. And 4 is the number of wins through 6 games so far. And that is our welcome to Game Plan here, Wolf, with Kliff Kingsbury.
As a matter of fact, Paulie, Coach, if you're giving out multiple game balls, does it have to be an even distribution between offense and defense?
It doesn't. It's just kind of who warrants it that day.
All right, let's not bury the lead here, Wolf. 38-10, Cardinals win on Monday Night Football at the Cowboys. Let's reverse engineer this. We'll go back to the very beginning. Game starts, Coach. 3 punts, and then a turning point as you had the field position, right, sparked by a Buda Baker fumble, and then Zeke Elliott, that was the first of his 2. To what degree was that a catalyst?
It was huge. We were kind of sputtering along offensively, missed some things. We had a shot early, and that really gave us momentum with a short field to go down and get our first points.
Coach, why was that offense struggling and not clicking in that first quarter?
I think we're just a little too hyped up. It was a fun atmosphere, a night game. Looked like guys were trying a little bit too hard early, and we missed some things we usually don't miss. But I thought our guys stayed focused, nobody got down, and did a nice job recovering and finishing the game strong.
All right, tell us about the shovel pass off the jet sweep, Christian Kirk, and the 7-0 lead. Is that one of your better play calls, you think? Do you have a favorite? Would that qualify?
That wasn't the favorite. That was pretty easy. You just get it to a guy who's that fast and tell him to outrun everybody. And so it wasn't much of a design. But C. Kirk did a great job the entire game. You know, he played there a bunch when he was at Texas A&M, and you could tell he was really comfortable.
Jordan Phillips then forces yet another fumble from Zeke Elliott. Byron Murphy jumps on it. Was that an indication of the physicality with which the defense was playing?
No doubt. I thought the entire night they were flying around from the first snap on. They were very physical and aggressive in their tackling, and to get the ball out twice against one of the top backs in the league really helped flip the game for us.
All right, tell us about the drive that made it 14-0. Kenyon Drake had the touchdown, but you had the big 3rd and 11 to Larry. You had a Kyler run down to the 1. Just take us through how you thought that drive came together.
I thought that was the drive of the game, in that we had just got another takeaway. If we had to set up for 3, you know, it's still a close game, and we got to 3rd and 11, kind of moved backwards, and Fitz did a great job there, reaching that ball out. Kyler found him and did a great job reaching the ball out and knowing where the sticks were and keeping that drive alive.
We mentioned the 4 takeaways, 2 fumble recoveries, 2 interceptions. How about the Drake Kirkpatrick? And what do you think of the secondary as a whole, you know, with that being a classic example of the ball hawking we saw against Dallas?
I thought they answered the bell. We knew it was a very explosive offense coming in. They've been throwing for 500 yards a game, 400 yards a game. 3 very, very talented wideouts, a very talented tight end. And so our guys knew it was going to be a huge challenge. And I thought they stepped up, played a lot of man coverage, and were really sticky to their guys all night.
Kliff, did you make a concerted effort to run the ball in between the tackles in particular? Because it kind of looked that way to me up in the booth.
Coach Kugler came up with a great plan and felt like that was an area that we could take advantage of with our guys and really running downhill and attacking their front, and it paid off.
Deion Sanders tweeted out during the game that Budda Baker is a dog, D-O-double-G. He got his first career interception and did it with a cast on his hand, no less. Tell us about just Budda and how he's playing right now.
Yeah, it looked like there were 3 or 4 of number 32 out there last night. I mean, he is everywhere. He plays so fast, so physical, so fearless. It's really inspiring as coaches to watch, and I know as players on our team, they get inspired by his style of play. So I can't say enough superlatives about him.
You had the 3 big explosives as an offense. The Kirk 80-yarder, Kenyon Drake the 69-yard run, D-Hop the 60-yard catch and run. To what degree was that tied into the ground game and or play action?
Yeah, a couple of them were, no doubt. When you start to run the football like that, those safeties have to get involved in the run game, and it leaves some one-on-ones outside, and we were able to take advantage of those.
Coach Kingsbury sets his sights on the Seattle Seahawks when we return to Cardinals Game Plan. Presented by Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness. By Nissan. For great offers, shop NissanUSA.com. By Desert Financial Credit Union. Sharing success with you. And by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Welcome back to Cardinals Game Plan and Coach Kingsbury's virtual film room. Powered by Microsoft Surface.
All right, welcome back into Game Plan, everyone. Paul Calvisi, Ron Wolfley, and the head coach Kliff Kingsbury, of course, coming off the big Monday Night Football win. And the big hitter was the 80-yard touchdown catch by Christian Kirk from Kyler Murray. Take us through it. As if you're in a film room with the QBs and the receivers, take us through and explain to us from beginning to end how this unfolded.
Yeah, they had been rolling coverage to hop, which means they're usually pushing 2 guys that way, a corner and a safety. So we knew that. We had him on the left side, really just trying to occupy the backside safety. Brought Andy in because of his speed. We knew anytime he's in, they're aware of his speed and where he's at, and he grabbed the front side safety. And then it just left C. Kirk after a short motion to win one-on-one, and he gave a little stutter step and ran away from the corner, and Kyler made a beautiful throw, and Christian did the rest.
When you say late hands, what do you mean by that on Christian Kirk?
Yeah, when your hands go, your legs go. And so he waited to the last second to kind of snatch that ball, which allowed him to stay on his feet. Had he put his arms out any sooner, he would have had to dive and wouldn't have been able to take it into the end zone. So it was really impressive to watch full stride, the late hands, stay on his feet and take that in.
During the radio call, Wolf cited the aggression with which Kenyon Drake is running. Is it reminding you of late last year?
It is. He was disappointed in the Jets game, felt like he left a lot out there, trying to do too much, trying to hit a home run every play, and he just needs to play his game, and he did that. He's a physical runner. I mean, he's a fast, powerful man, and he definitely played his style.
It's eye-popping. You look at the Cardinals when it comes to scoring defense so far this year. Here's the NFL rankings. Baltimore 1, Arizona 2, Pittsburgh 3. The Cardinals have the top scoring defense in the NFC right now. Tell us about how well your D is playing in that category.
It's been really fun to watch. I think Steve did a tremendous job bringing in some real pieces. We knew we had to get better on that side of the football, and he brought in some players that are playing at a high level immediately. And Vance and those guys have done a nice job week in, week out with their scheme. And getting the 4 takeaways against the Cowboys really turned that entire game. And that's what we need. Protect on offense, take away on defense, and you'll have a shot in every game.
Kliff, did you think that Vance went ahead and schemed a little bit more in some of these pressure packages because he didn't have Chandler Jones?
I think we knew we had to do it as more of a group. It couldn't just roll through Chandler like it has before. And he's a guy you can't replace unless you're doing it with a bunch of people because he's that talented of a player. But I thought he had a nice scheme, had guys come from everywhere, and so we were still able to get some pressure on the quarterback.
All right, Seattle, 5-0 for the first time in team history. Last time you saw the Seahawks, Week 16 a year ago, a win at Seattle 27-13. What did you learn about Seattle in 2 games last year?
Yeah, I really admire what Coach Carroll has done with their culture. Always high energy, always physical, always tough. super competitive team, and it's one that, you know, a lot of people want to model after because of that. Russell's one of the best players on the planet, playing at an incredibly high level, and then defensively, you know, they're going to bring it. So it's going to be a huge challenge. It's going to be a heck of a ball game, and we know we have our hands full.
Do you think teams try to go ahead and defend Russell Wilson and Kyler the same way?
There's definitely similarities you see there. Their ability to extend plays, their ability to make things happen when it breaks down and when it's off schedule is huge. And just watching Russell this year, how much the game has slowed down for him, it's incredible. He can survey the rush and still get his eyes up and find guys down the field. I mean, he's playing as good as anybody.
19 touchdown passes in 5 games, second all-time through 5 games to Peyton Manning, his MVP year. Yet Minnesota shut them out in the first half of their last game. Is there anything from that Vikings film that you can lean on a little bit?
You know, I'm not sure. Like I said, with Russell, he can make so many things happen. Even if you take away his first, second, third read, his ability to take off and hurt you with his legs or just extend plays moving around in the pocket is huge. And so I thought Minnesota had a great plan. They were playing inspired football, and yet you gave Russ the ball back with one last drive, and he found a way to get it done.
So is Pete still closing the middle of the field, Kliff, and playing man-free and robber and cover 3? Is he still doing that?
They're a little bit more versatile than what they were in the past. From what I've heard, I wasn't here in the Legion of Boom days when it was just single high, cover 3 every snap. So it's a little bit more multiple, and when you watch those guys on defense, the thing that jumps out is just how hard they play, and that's a credit to Coach Norton and you know, his culture that he's built there.
After the break, Patrick Peterson mic'd up in Dallas when Cardinals Game Plan returns. Welcome back to Cardinals Game Plan. Cornerback Patrick Peterson essentially neutralized his receiver for the entire 60 minutes in the big win for Big Red in the Big D, and he was mic'd up under the bright lights of Monday Night Football.
Hey, I need you today. I need you today, all right? Let's go. Let's execute the game plan and be sound in our fundamentals. Let's lock in and lock up. Truth, energy, passion, fire. Let's go. Get down, get down, get down, get down, get down, get down, get down.
Andy Dalton back to throw, first down from his 10. He pumps, now flips it far side, it's dropped by Hicks, incomplete at the 25. He was thinking touchdown, and he dropped a sure interception. Gotta make that play.
Jordan! You dropped a floaty though? Where's Jordan at? That's the damn ball. Be great, boy. I didn't know you was up today. Let's go.
And it's a play action pass, a quick throw to the right side. It's caught at the 27-yard line.
Hey, ref, you gonna let him put his forearm in my chest like that? Come on, he can't push off on me like that now. All right, you want me to move out of the way? All right, Warren, go to work, baby.
Drops back to throw, looking deep, airing it out, middle of the field. He's got Kirk. It's caught at the 40, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, an 80-yard strike. 20-0 Arizona.
Let's go! We're about to get y'all the ball back right now. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Dalton takes the snap, straight drop back, has time, fires it far side in the end zone, through the hands of Gallup, incomplete on the goal line.
Oh, I thought that was coming right to me, man. Oh, that was coming to me. Hey, learn to pick Will. He going Will.
Whoa, he gets trounced. Elliott went tumbling after that big hit. Back to pass, Dalton fires far side, caught by Wilson again at the 9.
Where the boo's at? Oh, my bad, baby. Hey, like China DC. Here we go, DC. Here we go, DC. Go get it. DC. DC, here it comes again.
Dalton back to throw, fires right, caught by Cooper at the 45. And pinned by Patrick Peterson at the 46-yard line.
Uh-oh. Hey. Okay. Coop, you good, baby? Let's go finish it. Let's go finish it. Hey, Coach, you need me?
Snap to Dalton, quick throw, over the middle, picked off! Intercepted by Baker at the 15, gets up and runs. 20, 30, 35, 40, 50. Baker to the 40, and tackled there by Elliott. Another
Let's go.
takeaway.
Get your ass up.
What a
Come on.
day, Buda Baker. The Cardinals 28-3 lead and
Bowling
looking for
pin.
more.
Bowling pin. Bowling pin.
They're going to hand it off to Kenyon Drake up the middle. First down, and he's going to have maybe a touchdown. He's at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5, touchdown. Icing on the cake, 37-10, 69-yard touchdown run for Kenyon Drake.
Let's go. Let's go. Yeah.
The rival Seattle Seahawks are on the horizon for the pivotal Week 7 NFC West matchup. We put our eye on the opponent when Game Plan returns. Now, Paul Calvisi and Ron Wolfley put their eye on the opponent. Presented by PHILLIPS Law Group, proud partner of the Cardinals.
All right, we know how it works when the Cardinals play Seattle. When they play at Seattle, Cardinals have won 5 of the last 6. When you play in Arizona, the Cardinals have not beaten the Seahawks, Wolves, since Russell Wilson's rookie year 2012, and he's never played better. I mean, his passer rating now is 130 for the entire season.
Yeah, this is not the Seattle Seahawks of the Legion of Boom. It really is not, where they used to run the ball, of course, and play great defense. It's all about Russell Wilson, Paul, and stopping Russell Wilson right now. Very similar to what the Seahawks are going to be faced with in terms of stopping Kyler Murray. It's one of the things I cannot wait to see. Kyler Murray and Russell Wilson on the same field together. That's going to be fascinating.
All right, so let's talk about what Kyler is facing right now. Cardinals are top 3 in scoring defense. Seattle is at the bottom of the league. What do you see in that Seahawks D?
Boy, I'll tell you, Paulie, once again, they're pretty good inside the box. They will stop the run. They'll stuff it up pretty good up there, right? I think a top 10 team for the most part in terms of rushing yards per game and rushing yards per play. Pretty physical up front. But man, they've got all sorts of problems in the secondary. They don't rush the passer very well. They're giving up chunk plays left and right. They're having a hard time getting off the field on third down, and they're giving up an awful lot of points. The Seattle Seahawks, they're winning. They're 5-0, but my goodness, they're doing it differently.
And they still got to be sore after what the Cardinals did to them last year in Seattle Week 16 when they ran it 40 times for 253 yards rushing. We'll see what happens on Sunday.
Coach K with his keys to victory against the Seahawks when Game Plan returns. Cardinals Game Plan has been presented by Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness. By Nissan. For great offers, shop nissanusa.com. By Desert Financial Credit Union, sharing success with you. And by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
All right, we're back with the head coach, Kliff Kingsbury. Game Plan, Paul Calvisi, Ron Wolfley. Seattle coming to town. You know it's going to be physical. Coach, the Cardinals on a short week. Seattle coming off a bye. How does that factor in, you think, on game day?
You know, they're going to be rested and recharged, and we'll be pushing it this week to try and get some things in, but that's the nature of the schedule, and everybody in the NFL has to deal with it. And so I'm excited to see how our guys respond and how we handle this week.
We know you started the season with a division win. Now you're back to the division. No division in the NFL has more teams with a positive point differential. Where are you at on this NFC West? What's kind of slugfest is going to be the rest of the year?
Yeah, you nailed it. It's going to be a slugfest. Week in, week out, when you're playing these guys, you better pack a lunch because it's going to be a long game. It's going to be physical. It's going to be well coached, and it definitely motivates you to coach harder and coach better.
So, Coach, if you're going to beat Seattle, here it comes. You know it. Keys to victory.
We have to find a way to slow Russell down. Can't allow him to make first downs with his legs like he does and extend plays. We got to be on him, try to contain him in the pocket as much as we can, because when he gets outside and is running around like that, I mean, he's as good as anybody that's ever played the game.
Do you face that same decision that other coaches face against Kyler, whether to blitz him or not because of his mobility?
No doubt. It's kind of pick your poison, because both those guys can be pinpoint accurate from the pocket, and if you let them get out, it can be even more trouble. And so I think it is one of those deals where you got to make that decision and live with it.
Coach, I know that a coach is never going to be happy, But congratulations, 4-2, not a bad start to the season.
Appreciate it, Wolf.
All right, good luck, Coach, against Seattle.
Take care.
All right, Coach.
Thank you for watching Cardinals Game Plan.